Hi, my name is Matt Jenner and I'm FutureLearn's Head of Learning. And today I represent the learning team who created How to Teach Online, an online emergency response course to help teachers move their teaching online during the pandemic. On this day, on the 9th of November 1989, I was just a small child living on a sheep farm in Devon, which is in the southwest of England. Even as a child, I could see that education wasn't an opportunity that every person on this planet had equal access to. As an adult, I can see how technology can really possibly change how people might be able to get access to an education. And I think that there's a really long road that we've still got to go down. There's loads of barriers that need to be reduced, but my mission is to try and make that wish come true, that everybody has an equal opportunity to learn, both as a child and throughout the whole of their life. Our challenge was how can teachers around the world transition to an online environment in the face of a pandemic? Our solution was to create and teach on a free online open course called How to Teach Online, providing continuity for students. But before we started, we asked teachers what they needed, and over 2,000 responded telling us that they wanted practical solutions and not theoretical. The wall we broke was to ask teachers in a time of a crisis to become learners, and they did in their thousands. In fact, we reached over 80,000 teachers with our course. The concept behind our project is that we felt the teachers were given no time to prepare for lockdowns and schools closing, so we took no time either. We launched the course within 1 week, working to the same timescales as everybody else. We wanted to make the most of social learning with the idea of building a community of practice, and this was amongst the teachers taking our course. We used the social learning environment of FutureLearn as the tool to help us build during a time of great unpredictability and uncertainty. How to Teach Online encourages learners between themselves to share insights, digital platforms, pedagogies, approaches, and problems or solutions to problems as they face them during this time of uncertainty. And they did it within a peer community that we helped create via the course. We invited online learning experts across the FutureLearn partnership to reply to comments, contribute content, and offer suggestions and feedback for how we could build this course. Another innovation was the speed in which we produced this course. We were building the second week as we were teaching the first week. We really were, as one colleague put it, laying the tracks as the train sped along. Our mission is to transform access to education. And we've learnt a lot from creating our own rapid response online course, alongside other similar courses being built in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, by our partners, the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and the Wellcome Genome Campus. We have built a successful, just-in-time teaching course which uses learning to help support people. Now we want to see how we can expand this to help others. As the demand for learning online increases, this intensifies the more we want to support teachers and how we can help them become more effective. We asked our teachers in week 1 of the course how they felt, and they said they felt challenged. By week 2, they felt excited, and we want more people to make this enormous leap of faith and confidence in how they approach online teaching. We also need the requirements of these teachers to teach their senior leaders and decision makers. We need them to have the insights into new ways of teaching and learning to ensure that they deliver successful learning outcomes. Because we know that online learning is often driven by technology, but we need to ensure that people and pedagogy are placed ahead of the technologies that might already exist. We can't yet answer when the emergency will become the new normal. We try to downplay the emergency side of the course by using established and reliable approaches, but we still don't know what the longer term impact of this rapid transition to online really means or what the results will be for learners. How effective these teaching approaches will be over a longer period of time is still unknown, and measuring the kind of impact that's going to be had will be very difficult, especially given how quickly everything unfolded. We had to ask teachers to become online learners overnight, and we knew that many of them couldn't for the same reasons that learners can't. Access to online learning is not equal, and that certainly does keep us all awake at night. But we encouraged our learners to remain compassionate, to start small, to build on existing resources, and to iterate their approaches, and we certainly took the same approach when we built the course ourselves. We also knew that we couldn't answer all of the learners' questions that they had, but we asked experts within the FutureLearn partnership to help us, and they joined in the comments and helped support the learners in the course. We've also created an alumni group on LinkedIn where learners can stay connected and keep sharing really valuable resources to help each other. When I try and explain this to someone like my mother, she often used to think that I worked with computers, but I think this course is a really good example of how she now knows that I work in teaching and learning and to improve education rather than just tapping away at a keyboard all day.